why.
All right. We're going to be continuing with dissecting that budget in just a while, but allow us to go to Treasury and be joined by Noah Kipkemboy, reporter via phone. Noah, good afternoon. I understand that Mbadi is expected to leave the premises any minute from now. Perhaps you can tell us more on what to expect, Noah?
Well, good afternoon, Grace. An interesting time that we have here at Treasury. Already the police band is churning out tunes, and normally that is symbolic of the cabinet secretary almost coming out. What do we expect? Of course, hopefully in the next minutes to an hour, the cabinet secretary will be coming down the steps of Treasury, and of course flanked by Treasury honchos in making sure that the budget for the financial year 2025-2026 is presented. But besides that, you know, the security here is pretty beefed up. Already the road around Treasury that heads out towards KICC is really, you know, it's barricaded. That is one. And as you can see there, actually, the cabinet secretary is already out. He's just stepped on the steps, and we are having the national anthem going on right now. And after that, I believe we'll have a photo session before we start the journey towards Parliament. But right now, the Cabinet Secretary, Treasury, and National Planning, John Mbadi, is on the steps of the Treasury building, and we are having the national anthem and the East African anthem being played. Thereafter, a photo session, and after a photo session, we shall have actually, you know, that procession that will lead all the way to Parliament. So we're expecting a lot. Actually, is out a little bit earlier than expected, but still in schedule. So we will updating you more as it goes on. But right now, the Cabinet Secretary is out and ready to present the budget statement 2025-2026. Back to you, Grace.
Thank you so much, Noah, for that. Live pictures there from Treasury. That is Treasury Cabinet Secretary John Mbadi with that briefcase. Of course, he'll be heading to Parliament to present the 2025-2026 budget. What we understand is going to happen next is just a brief photo session, which is customary, where he's going to be flagged off by various persons from his office. That is Dr. Chris Kipto, who is a PS Treasury, and then later on is going to be the governor of CBK, and finally a roundup, a photo session of all persons that are supposed to be in that photo session. After that, there is going to be a slow-paced drive from the Treasury to Parliament, where he is going to be presenting that particular budget. Now, let us continue with our conversation with John. John, the biggest question we asked is the proposed budget is 4.2 trillion, which is 10% increase from last year. And now we have in the Cabinet Secretary say that they're not going to increase taxes in this budget. Is that even realistic?
And then you have to ask him, how is he going to fund the budget? Because he has 4.2 to spend. So we have the budget, we have two sides. We have the expenditure, we have the revenue side. And both sides have to balance for you to be able to implement that budget. So he has said that he is not going to increase taxes. And you know that is a political statement. He's saying that because of, we know what happened last financial year when the finance bill was rejected. So he's been trying to make peace with the Kenyans and cool their anger that you guys look here. Things are good. We have no any increase in taxes. But on the other hand, the question they should ask him is, John Mbadi should be able to tell, you have increased the budget. How are you going to fund it? Then if you are going to fund it, if you're not going to fund it from the taxes, then you are going to fund it from borrowing. Otherwise, what he would have done, he would have said, I'm going to reduce the expenditure. I'm going to reduce the budget to less than 4 trillion, and then now